What is up, people? It's your boy Astro, aka Ketchup, coming at you with episode 11 of ShounenKetchup, your weekly anime news show coming at you every single Wednesday, sometimes Thursdays, bringing you the best in shonen and anime news. If this is your first time here, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We're coming out with new videos, of course. We have the show every single Wednesday and also working on new content that should be very exciting. So, please go ahead and do that if you like this video. So, getting into the news this week, we got some really dope stuff to report. First of all, do we have any Cowboy Bebop fans here? If you are a Cowboy Bebop fan, put it in the comments. Because I need some motivation. I actually haven't seen it. I know, crazy, right? How am I even qualified to report on anime news without seeing Cowboy Bebop? You know, I feel like anime fans, they're always going to have a specific string of series or type of thing that they watched when they were younger. Some fans were, more into Pokemon, Digimon. Some fans were into the Gundams. Some fans were just Dragon Ball Z watchers. I watched all of them, with the exception of things like Rurouni Kenshin and Cowboy Bebop, just where my age kind of fell. It was just something that it was showing and it was available, but I was more into the shonen. And quite frankly, probably at that age that they were showing, I probably wasn't going to be able to understand it very well. But enough of that. If you are a Cowboy Bebop fan, the live action has just wrapped filming of the first season, which it wasn't without its problems because John Choi, who was actually Harold from Harold and Kumar, if you didn't know, he's playing Spike. There were a few delays due to him being injured and also due to, the pandemic slowing things down. So we have Daniela Pineda, who's right here, who will actually be playing Faye Valentine. And again, haven't seen the series, but obviously know those characters are very iconic. She posted that, season 1 has wrapped up. So that's great news for Cowboy Bebop fans. It's hard to say when we're going to actually have a date to have that on Netflix, but, I'm definitely going to try to watch the series before that live action comes out because, man, I even want to shame myself for not watching it. I put it off far too long. Next, speaking of things finally happening, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the love-hate relationship of this channel. Mugen Train finally coming to North America. Oh my goodness. Breaking records all over the place in Asia, Japan. Who knows what's going to happen once this actually comes to North America. And finally, we have a date. See here, we're on the Crunchyroll site, just to show you here. We have Kimetsu no Yaiba, Mugen Train, coming on April 23rd. An April 23rd release, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, we have a date. And it's going to be coming to all your favorite streaming services, Apple TV, Google Play, Amazon, June 22nd. So, April 23rd for a theatrical release. Assuming that you're in an area where theaters are still open, go to AMC, please. June 22nd, otherwise. So, at least we have a date there, and I think that's pretty cool. Next story. This one is one that gave me a lot of good vibes. Takayuki Kondo and Daisuke Ono. So, obviously these are some voice actors if you haven't heard the names before. I've reported on Daisuke Ono quite a few times actually because he is Jotaro Kujo from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 3, Part 4, Part 5, Part 6. He's in every single one of those parts. I think he is actually the JoJo that is in the most parts, if I'm correct. Yeah, I think he is the JoJo that's in the most parts, with I think Joseph coming second. But yes, Jotaro more or less is kind of just like the JoJo face of the series. Even if you don't know JoJo, you're gonna know Jotaro with the iconic hat. This is his voice actor, and he does an excellent job. Daisuke Ono is also a singer. I've mentioned that a few times. But we also have Takayuki Kondo, who is from, I believe, Prince of Tennis. He's Oishi. Yeah, Oishi from Prince of Tennis. They are kind of making a kind of unit called TRAD, which stands for tradition. And what they're trying to get out to the people is that they want their music to become the new tradition. They're not saying that they're going to do things traditionally, really, but they're saying that they want you to look back and see their music as a tradition, which is very cool. So if you're interested in hearing Oishi and Jotaro sing together, please check out TRAD. They have announced that they're going to actually start airing on Bunka Honso from, I believe that is 8:30 on April 1st, and they're going to release their set on June 16th, 2021. So that's when you could hear those awesome tracks. And I might even do a reaction, because hearing Jotaro sing, that is super dope. So, if you are an Attack on Titan fan, you know that episode 73, or I should say, who knows what the episode was, but 73, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. It was in the middle of airing before an emergency news coverage of a 4.6 magnitude earthquake happened. Luckily, there's no serious injuries, so, very glad to report that for the most part, everything was fine. And it was in Wakayama Prefecture, so, in a place geographically like Japan, it's very serious. When things like that happen, they gotta take it seriously. So even though the episode was airing, obviously, it was taken over by the emergency responses and the emergency broadcast. So, yeah, it will be airing the episode that we missed that was delayed next Sunday before episode 74. So we're going to be getting episode 73 and 74 at the same time, and after this Sunday there should only be one episode left, which to kind of go a little bit further on that, if you are a manga reader, wow, I can't believe what just happened. Won't go into that obviously because spoilers, but there's no possible way they're going to be able to fit the rest of what's going on in the manga in 1 to 2 episodes. It's very clear that it's not going to happen, and I think to most manga readers it's clear where they want to kind of pause this before whatever they decide to do. I am a believer that there will be a Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 2. It seems pretty obvious that they will do that. I mean, for goodness sakes, they're getting really good ratings. They're more or less printing money. Even in North America, the viewership for Attack on Titan is just nuts. So I think that it's pretty safe to say we'll be getting a part 2. MAPPA is busy. They're also doing Jujutsu Kaisen, which is also ending soon. I believe it's also on its last 2 episodes, as well as Dr. Stone. Obviously, Dr. Stone is not MAPPA, but I'm just saying it's also ending soon. Attack on Titan might have a few months off before we see part 2. Because the manga isn't done yet, it's very possible that, it actually happens in 2022 or beyond. I know the OG fans remember the massive wait that we had between Season 1 and Season 2. But I'm just glad that it looks pretty safe to say that we will be getting the rest of the series animated. And I just need to thank MAPPA because, they've been doing a very fantastic job. They're a great studio. And as much as I don't love the CGI at times, I think that what they provided to us has been great. So thank you very much, MAPPA. Where are my Gunpla and Gundam people? Where are you? The fans of Sunrise Studio, as soon as you see Sunrise and any sort of mech anime, you know it's going to be lit. So, Sunrise Beyond, formerly Zebek, Saber of Zebek, One Piece reference, hope you got that, and Bandai Spirits are collaborating on a new project titled Kyoukai Senki, or War Machines of the Borderline. It's very Gundam-esque, almost a little bit of Code Geass-esque, and it looks absolutely amazing. For the sake of copyright, I will not play the video, but you can easily find this on Bandai's site, Bandai Spirits. You'll be able to watch this. The models for these Gundams look great, and I was watching it before, and it was just, oh my goodness. You need to check out this trailer. This is what I'm going to say to you. It looks very Gundam-esque. This picture here really gives me Iron-Blooded Orphans vibes, which is actually my favorite Gundam series. I'm a decently big Gundam fan, but I'm not too versed on the entire universe. So let's just say I'm a fairly big mech fan, Gundam being my favorite. This again giving me some very big Barbatos and Mikazuki vibes from Iron-Blooded Orphans. So who we have here, we have, Amo Shiba and Guy here. I think that's Guy, yeah. Guy here, who basically will be the main characters, as well as Les, or not even Les, Al and K? Yeah, Al K. So, Gashin Tezuka, who's seemingly going to be, the badass supporting character, and then your main character here, who's going to be Amo Shiba. I love both of the character designs, and man, I don't need to fanboy anymore, man. Anything with mechs I love. Ending off this week's episode, we got Toonami to air the second season of Promised Neverland, Saturdays, 1:30 a.m. Eastern Time, as well as this fully chalked up lineup. Oh man, for my Canadian people, aren't you just jealous of what they could watch on TV? Of course I subscribe to Crunchyroll, of course I got the streaming services, we could watch anime on Netflix, but it just hits different when you can sit down on your couch and just, experience some anime on live TV. I don't know what it is, even an ad-free experience doesn't compare to the nostalgia that I had watching Bionics or whatever the anime block was called way back in the day. It was really a beautiful time when we were able to watch anime on TV in Canada. If this channel gets bigger, and that's one of the reasons I want this community to grow, I will fight tooth and nail to get anime back on TV. We need this. The younger generations are being neglected from the anime greatness. Well, if you've made it to the end of the video, here we are. I really appreciate you making it here. Once again, I am trying to grow this channel, and I know we are close to 50 subs. If you can do me one favor today, please hit that sub button and that notification bell so you know when these videos are posted, and we can grow this community. There's a lot of things I want to do in the future and a lot of content I want to bring out. But this has been your boy Astro, episode 11 of ShounenKetchup. If you enjoyed it, please let me know. I know this episode might have been a bit more mellow. Honestly, I'm fighting a pretty big migraine, but I wanted to make sure I still got this episode out for the people. Once again, for everybody that has subscribed, I really appreciate you. I don't have a lot of subscribers, but I appreciate every single one of you that have taken the time to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, or say something nice. It really, really, really gives me the energy to continue and try and grow this channel. So, enough of the mushy stuff. I hope everybody has a great week. We will see you next Wednesday for episode 12 of ShounenKetchup. Peace out, everybody. Have a great St. Patrick's Day.